when you come across the word "as was supposed," there's a parentheses there. All right, and I'm gonna show you on this Bible. I can show you on the other Bible. Any King James Bible will have that parentheses where it says "as was supposed." A parentheses is an afterthought. All right, it was an afterthought. I don't know exactly when they put it in there, but that's not really a part of the scripture. That's why they put that parentheses, the parentheses mark there. Now I'm gonna show it to you.
Right. So you got some?
Yeah, I got a scripture for you. This is the book of John 6:42. It says, "And they said, Is not this Yahushua the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he saith, I came down from heaven?" So it's commonly known that Yahushua had a father and a mother, his father and brothers and sisters. And his father's name was Joseph, and his mother's name was Mary. That was commonly known back then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But you know what? This doctrine that they're teaching is the doctrine of the Roman Catholic Church, because basically all that is that's a pagan form of worship, you know, and it goes back to ancient Babylon, Egypt, and all that, you know, and when you go back into the scriptures, that's why Pontius Pilate told the wicked Pharisees and them, he said, look, you have a custom at this feast that we shall release to you a prisoner. Now that's not a part of the law. You can't go nowhere in the law, look up the law on the Passover to find out anywhere in the law where it said that you had, if you had two prisoners during the Passover, one was let go and the other one was crucified. You're not going to find that because it's not in there. That was a custom that Jake was keeping back then. That was a pagan custom. So today, because that custom of the virgin birth went back to 413 A.D., which they made it official at the Council of Ephesus. That's when they made that official. You know, prior to that, the idea was floating around. But prior to that, when the disciples were on the scene, Paul and them, they weren't teaching about no virgin birth.
Yeah. Now, if Yashawan was really deep, like he claims he is, he would have did the research. You know, he would have dug into it like he was supposed to dug into it. Now, let's read that again, the 23rd verse again.
Luke 3:23, and Yahushua himself began to be about 30 years of age, being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph. Yahushua himself began to be about 30 years of age, being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli.
Read that again and take out the parentheses of it.
And Yahushua himself began to be about 30 years of age, being the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli.
Right, being the son of Joseph, which that's in Matthew's the first chapter, which in Matthew's the first chapter was the genealogy of the Lord through his father Joseph. In Luke the 3rd chapter, the genealogy is the genealogy of Mary's father, Heli, which was a father-in-law of Joseph, which it said in Luke 3:23 that he was the son of Heli. Now right there, the word son of Heli is supposed to be son-in-law. All right, that's what it's supposed to be, son-in-law, because Joseph was not the son of Heli. All right, Mary was the daughter of Heli. The father of Joseph was Jacob. All right, so there's two different genealogies. The genealogy of Mary's father, which goes back to King David. Under what son of David? I think it's Nathan. Now Joseph's line goes back to David, and the son of David that Joseph came out of is Solomon. So that's two different lines. They both came out of David, but Joseph came out of that royal line, because the next king in line was not Nathan or Adonijah. It was Solomon. All right? All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, Matthew 1 and 1. The book of the generation of Yahushai, the son of David, the son of Abraham. This is his genealogy. Verse 16. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahushai, who was called the Anointed. That's plain.
Can't get around that. That's plain. Go ahead.
Luke 2 and 1. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David.
Joseph's line went directly back to King David. Just like Mary's line, Mary's father, Heli's line go directly back to King David. But Joseph came through David's son, Solomon. So he came through that line. That's why he went back to Bethlehem. He had to pay taxes based upon the town that he came up in, which was the city of David, which was also known as Bethlehem, which means the house of bread, Bayas Lacham. All right? So, and then it tells you, there's several scriptures where it tells you about the seed, about the seed of the Lord. All right? Coming from the seed of David. So that wouldn't be, he wouldn't be the Messiah had he not come through the direct seed of King David. All right? Solomon, down the line all the way to Jacob, Joseph, and Yahushua himself. All right? But the Lord is not dealing with you. That's why you teaching all that madness, man. The Lord is truly not dealing with you. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 2 and 16. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful, and
because you made the statement that the Most High, anything that's possible with man is possible, impossible with man is possible with the Lord. You're right. The Most High could have did that, because he did that. He didn't do that. He could have did that. The Lord could have made Yahushua appear on the scene as a grown man. He could have did that, but he didn't do that. How do we know that? Because we understand the scriptures, unlike yourself.